For now, let me just say that it is clear from several textual sources that the people who lived in Judea during the Second Temple period considered themselves to be comprised of members from all 12 tribes of Israel, not just one or two. Consider this verse from Ezra chapter 6, verse 17, which says, "And they sacrificed for the dedication of this temple 12 goats as a purification offering for all of Israel, according to the number of the tribes of Israel."
All right, notice the point that he makes. He says that during the second temple period, he says that the Jews believed that they comprised of all 12 tribes of Israel, even though I showed you from Josephus that the Jews believed that the 10-tribe house of Israel remained in Assyria during that time, and they were a huge multitude, and that only 2 tribes, the Jewish diaspora, was subject to the Romans and were living in the Middle East. So this is what the Jews believed during the time of Josephus. Yet he claims that in the Second Temple period, the Jews believed that they were comprised of all 12 tribes of Israel. Then he cites Ezra, the 6th chapter, verse 17. Now, isn't it interesting that he uses the Bible to justify his claim? Meanwhile, he says that the Bible is not true history, that it's something that we can't rely on. Isn't that interesting? But he uses Ezra, the 6th chapter, verse 17, that says, "And offered at the dedication of this house of God 100 bullocks and 200 rams, 400 lambs, and for a sin offering for all Israel, 12 he-goats, according to the number of the tribes of Israel." Now, they say that's proof that all 12 tribes were there. But no, it is not. This is a sin offering for all 12 tribes of Israel according to the number of the tribes. That is not proof that the 12 tribes were there. Notice what Whelan says in his book, God's Covenant People, page 15. He says of the scripture, he says, "Why not? My father-in-law has the habit of always praying for absent family members during blessing at mealtime." Ezra was basically doing the same thing. He made an offering for all Israel, the 2 tribes present, and the remaining 10 who were absent, to verify that this was an accepted practice. Notice the text. It says here, he made a sin offering for all Israel. There's 12 tribes of Israel. He made a sin offering for all of them. 12 he-goats, according to the number of the tribes of Israel. It was a sin offering for all Israel, even though all of Israel wasn't even there. It was a dedication ceremony, and he was making an offering for them. And if you look at 1 Kings, the 18th chapter, verse 31, here we see in Elijah's day, he made a sacrifice. He set up stones for all of Israel, as it says, according to the number of the tribes of the sons of Jacob. And we know for sure at that time that all of Israel wasn't there. It was a standard practice of making an offering for all the 12 tribes of Israel, even though all 12 tribes of Israel weren't there. So this is just a weak argument that continues to pop up over and over again, trying to prove that British Israelism is not true.